What's going on, guys? Today we are doing another toy haul video. I saw how you guys loved that last one, that last How to Train Your Dragon toy haul video, so now we're doing another one. This time with the all-new Godzilla vs. Kong toys. So these are the only four I can get my hands on right now. And so today I'm gonna go over all four of them that I have, and then I'm gonna rank them at the end. So yeah, so we have two Godzillas and two Kongs. So these aren't the only Godzilla and Kong toys I have. As you can see in the background over there, I have like a bunch of them. But these are just the ones that are officially from the new movie, Godzilla vs. Kong. I've only got my hands on four of them. So let's go over the big ones first, these two. Then we'll go over the smaller ones. First off, let's go over this Godzilla. I have all the boxes too. So this is what they call the giant Godzilla. He looks really cool. I'm gonna be reviewing these as I'm going along. But let's look at the box. I really love the artwork at the top and the artwork at the back. That is really cool. Both of the giant figures come with this artwork in the back of the box. Yeah. So they're basically the same box, but we're gonna go over each figure and we're gonna rank them based on sculpt, paint, and articulation. All right, so first let's go over this Godzilla. So both of these, this one and this one, both Godzilla and Kong, the giant ones, they're both $20 each. 20 bucks and 20 bucks. I got these both at Walmart. I got all of them at Walmart actually. I think Walmart's the only place that's selling them. So if you want to get these figures, you're gonna have to go to walmart.com or go into a Walmart to get them. I haven't gone to any Walmart, so I haven't seen them in the shelves, but they probably are already on the shelves. So if you want to go visit one, you can see if they have them. Let's go over this Godzilla first though. As you can see, he has a much brighter blue skin for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe that's how he's gonna look in the movie, but the other movies he seemed like a darker gray. You know, even this basic 6-inch figure has a darker gray skin color, where this one has a much lighter blue skin color. It's really interesting. What I love about this figure is how its dorsal fins are painted like it's glowing, like light blue. I love that. It's like an extra thing that they didn't have to do, but they did anyway. So let's look at the articulation. Articulation, his head does not move for some reason. There's like, it looks like it might, and his jaw doesn't move either, but it looks like they do, but they don't. His arms move though, both arms move. And I wasn't expecting this, the wrists move too. That's really cool. Both legs move out that much, down that much, and both ankles swivel like that. Some of the joints are kind of stiff. And then you have to plug in his tail, but this does swivel all the way around. So that's good. My biggest problem is screw holes. You know, I know a lot of collectors hate these screw holes, but yeah, you can really tell with this one. There's a lot of them. So yeah, I usually have him posed on this side so that he looks more realistic, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not that angry at screw holes, but it does take away from the figure, you know. Luckily for the Kong, his screw holes are on the back, so you don't usually see them. But this Godzilla, I really like the paint job. I think this Godzilla has a better paint job than that Kong, which we'll see in a moment. But yeah, I think the paint is what brings this one. I think it's what makes this one a little bit better of a figure than the giant Kong. I don't know. But I'm a Kong guy. I love King Kong, so I don't know. I don't know which figure I'd say is better, but in terms of paint, this figure has better paint. I'm just gonna say that right now. They painted the teeth. If it focuses, you can see they painted the teeth, the tongue, the eyes. It's really good. For a $20 figure, this is really good. And this is made for kids. This isn't an adult collector's toy. You know, this isn't SH Monster Arts. This is Playmates, and they did the original King Kong 2005 movie. So I'm glad that they're back making toys, but yeah, this isn't exactly an adult collectible, but it is really good, especially for right now, which the movie's coming out in May of next year. So I'm just happy we have toys to begin with at this point. So yeah, the articulation's nice. It's pretty much basic articulation, nothing that great, nothing that bad. It's just like the standard, what you'd expect for a figure this size and this price. The sculpt is pretty good. Yeah, I think the sculpt's good enough. Like a lot of these bigger figures just have good enough sculpt, you know, nothing that great. For some reason, the paint for the dorsal fins stop right here and they don't continue down the tail, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. Overall, this is a pretty good figure. So now let's go over the giant Kong. Now, I love King Kong. I'm actually rooting for him in the new movie because we haven't seen him in a while. And as you can see, he's grown out a beard. He's looking really muscular, really cool. But already, I can just tell that they didn't put as much paint on him as they did with Godzilla. He's just pretty much one black color. His teeth, they did whiten the teeth and they gave him some nice eyes. But other than that, they gave him 3 little lines, but that's a nice detail. But for most of it, it's just a basic black paint job. Nothing all that exciting. I do love the sculpt. The hair looks really nice. I think the sculpt is great. I might have to repaint this guy. But as you can see, his skin and his fur just kind of blend together. His fur should be a little lighter than his skin. Like his skin should be black, but his fur should be like a little brownish gray, you know? Like they made him too dark and they made Godzilla too bright. Godzilla should be black and Kong should be like brown. But honestly, it doesn't really bother me the more I look at it. Like when you look at it in person, it's not that bad, but it is kind of noticeable. I love the sculpt on his arms. Just looks so like, you know, beefy and strong, cool. He has better articulation, I think, than Godzilla. Because Godzilla's head and jaw don't move, but Kong's head does move. He moves all the way around. Which is a big plus for this guy. The arms move all the way around. The wrists move all the way around. The fact that this is a more humanoid creature means that there probably would be more articulation anyways, you know? And then his ankles do move a little bit. So yeah, I do like his articulation more than Godzilla's, but I don't know. I feel like his paint is really lacking and Godzilla's is a little better. But I do love this figure. And a big plus is that the screw holes are all in the back. So when you have him face normally, you're never gonna see those things. He looks great. But the paint does detract from this figure a lot for me. I really wish they did more effort with the paint. But it's still a great looking figure. Both of these are $20 at Walmart. I'm gonna rank which one I like more later. But first, before we do that, let's get into the 6-inch figures. So this is a 6-inch Godzilla box. It's pretty much the same box, just a little smaller. As you can see, there's battle damage. This is the back. You can see all the other monsters you can collect. There's gonna be a closed mouth Kong, Skullcrawler, another Godzilla. This is the Kong I have. And this is a War Bat. So this is the 6-inch Godzilla. Comes with atomic breath. Here he is. Now his jaw does open and close, which is a plus, especially for a figure this small. Both of these basic figures are only $10, which is great. His head does not move that much. It kind of does, not really. See, Godzilla always has more limited articulation, I feel like. You know, like his arms move, that's good. Both arms. But for some reason, you know, they always limit his articulation a little more. See his legs, they do move a little bit, but not that much. And his ankles don't really move at all. I do love this translucent blue that his dorsal plates have. That's a really big plus. And I like that they painted blue continuing down his tail. His tail does swivel a lot. You have to plug it in, but yeah, look at that. It's on like a ball joint. So for a figure this size, that's pretty good for, you know, for what it is. $10, 6 inches. And it does come with battle damage. Look at that. That's a huge plus for these 6-inch figures, the battle damage. So yeah, that's a pretty cool figure. It comes with the atomic breath, which I showed. And you just plug it into his mouth from the top. It's a pretty good basic figure. That's a good figure, but this is the best in my opinion. This is a great 6-inch figure. It even comes with the battle axe. Look at that thing. Articulation's what makes this guy the best, I think. Just the arms on their own, just the articulation on the arms is great. And even the wrists move. Look at the face. The head moves all the way around. They got the 2 or 3 stripes that they put on him. His legs. That's really awesome. For $10, this is a great figure. It's almost like a NECA figure that usually costs $20 to $30. But for $10, this is like probably the best figure you can buy for $10. And I'm a huge Kong fan, so I really love this figure. Yeah, if you couldn't tell already, this is definitely my favorite out of all of these. Definitely worth buying. 6-inch basic Kong. He's definitely the most impressive out of all of them. The paint is great, the articulation's good, I really love the sculpt. And that axe is just a huge bonus. So yeah, now let's get into comparing these guys. Before we do, I forgot to show you, he also has battle damage on his arm. Look at that. That's really awesome. Yeah, I love this figure. This is a great figure. Definitely worth buying. Here's the box for Kong. With battle damage. So let's get into ranking these guys. First, let's start with the big figures. So when it comes to these 2 big figures, it's pretty close. I like them both pretty equally. I actually like this Kong more just because I'm a huge Kong fan, but I do think this Godzilla is more worth $20. And it's kind of confusing, but here's the thing. For $20, I feel like this Godzilla gives you more paint. He's bigger than Kong is. I don't know. Just feel like this is more worth $20 than this Kong, even though I like this Kong more. That's just a personal preference. But you know, when it comes to paint, this Godzilla wins. This Godzilla has much better paint. When it comes to articulation, I think this Kong has better articulation. But the sculpt is pretty even among these two. It's basically just based on which you like more. Which do you like more? Do you like Godzilla more or do you like Kong more? Because they're pretty much equally, you know, I don't know. I feel like this Godzilla is pretty to look at because of the paint, but this Kong is more fun to play with because he has better articulation. But both of their sculpts are pretty good. I like this Kong more, but I feel like this Godzilla is more worth $20. This should probably be like 15. I don't know. If they added more paint, then it would be worth $20, you know? I do love this articulation though. He has much better articulation in my opinion. So they kind of just even out based on what you like more. But let's get to the other figures. These two figures here, it's kind of easy for me to decide which one I like more. I clearly like this one more. The articulation, the paint, it's just a great figure. This figure is good too, but it is very basic. The articulation is not that impressive. This Kong really did impress me. It really impressed me. Everything about it really works. So if I had to rank these figures, this would definitely be number one. This is my favorite out of all four of them. Then, personally, I really like this Kong. He's really cool. Even though the paint is kind of lacking. And I did say that the Godzilla is more worth your money. For me personally, I like this Kong the most out of the two giant figures. Then I'd go to this Godzilla just because, you know, it's right behind, for me, it's right behind the giant Kong. And the paint is better, and it's more fun to look at. And lastly, this basic Godzilla, you know, it's good. But I have an SH Godzilla, you know, so playing with this thing, it is very limiting. Just the articulation and the sculpt and everything. It's good if you don't have any other Godzillas that are around 6 inches, but it's not that great. If you already have like an SH Monster Arts Godzilla, then I wouldn't really see any need for this figure. I'd just get this figure because this Kong really does match well with that SH Godzilla. I can't wait to see what they do with Kong if they make a Kong figure. Let's do some comparisons. Let's compare this Playmates Kong, the 2020 version, with the 2005 Playmates Kong. They're basically, you know, the same. The 2005 is a little taller, but they're basically the same size. I honestly think the articulation on the 2020 is a little better. I think they did a really good job with this figure. You can tell they're made by the same company a little bit. Very similar toys. But this, yeah, I think this one wins. This one's amazing. Now let's see. See, this is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla from 2019. And this is the basic 6-inch Playmates Godzilla. And as you can see, just the articulation is so much better on this thing. This really is a downgrade. But you know, it's a basic figure, so what do you expect? It's $10. But after playing with this thing, it's like, how do you go from this to this? But yeah, both good figures, but if you can buy yourself a SH Monster Arts Godzilla, please get one, because these guys are amazing. And as you can see, it does fit really well with this Kong. They square up pretty well. And then this is the NECA Godzilla with the basic 6-inch one. NECA's a little bigger. I know a lot of you are sad that NECA isn't doing Godzilla figures anymore. And NECA did a really good job. You can tell this is a lot more for kids. This is a lot more for adult collectors, you know? Let's get to the big figures. This is the 2020 Kong. And this is the 2017 Kong. They're pretty similar. 2017 Kong actually has better paint, but the sculpt and the articulation is better on this thing. This 2020 Kong. He just looks better, even though the paint isn't as great. I feel like this Kong is a little taller, which is weird. This Kong's a lot more muscular, you know? And that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to see more Godzilla and Kong stuff, subscribe, like, and share for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.